don't make a plan of fighting. That is a very good way to lose your teeth.
So much to remember.
If you try to remember, you will lose. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
Coming with you, speaking truth today. Feeling good out here in the water, vibing off the vibrations just like the waves. Last night it was a full moon. Moon energy was popping the last 3 days. 1st of March, I'm vibing off the pure energy. I like to talk today with you. I even bought my military hat. It's time to put the military mind on. Today I want to talk about a little about nature, because we need to get military about nature. Nature is beautiful because the universal feminine energy gives us everything that we need. Food, water, shelter, everything. And we take a lot of things for granted sometimes when it comes to nature. And just coming out here, you can see just how peaceful it is, how romantic it is. And to see her beauty and her intensity of everything that she brings, it's awesome.
In March of 2006, the Hopi Indians of North America gathered water from all around the world and ran 1,800 miles to be part of a long-awaited spring equinox ceremony at Teotihuacan, Mexico. They were welcomed by an intercontinental gathering of tribes where they performed the eagle dance in front of the Sun Pyramid for the first time in 500 years.
It's a timekeeper coming at you, bringing forth nature and enlightenment about the ecosystem.
Peace and blessings to everybody that's out there that's listening throughout the whole Outlkast. Today, being it's the 1st of the month, March 1st, 2010, this is the United Nations International Year of Biodiversity. And in this galaxy, which is commonly known as the Milky Way galaxy, however, I like to refer to it as verbal milk. For those who study, ancient, Kemet wisdom and knowledge and understanding, they'll understand in the future why I like to refer to it as verbal milk, and that's influenced by Brother Jay from X-Clan. But in this galaxy, water is the basis of life. And as we see, as far as right here, we're at a place that's known as Latta Plantation. And anytime you see water, as far as anywhere, as far as throughout the whole 50 states here in the United States, the original people, the Watu, some people refer to them as the natives, and our ancestors, their spirits are there. Because, in Uganda, there's actually a family, a clan, a tribe, however you want to call it. They were known as the Mukasa, which is known as the guardians of the lake. And throughout these whole 50 states, the rivers, the lakes, the ponds, our ancestors, our ancestors, however you want to call them, they would come there and they would congregate. Some, would have, spiritual, religious ceremonies to where, they would be baptized. And of course, here, just like our partner over here, he's doing some fishing. And, food, fish is one of the #1 sources as far as protein. And it deals with our health. But fish is another aspect as far as of life. And, we eat fish. And of course, the vegans, the vegetarians, they would, encourage you to refrain from eating fish. But, it's all about, learning from everybody right about now. Because the rulers, the mad scientists, the what people refer to as, the Illuminati, the Committee 300, the politicians, the Republicans, the Democrats, the Independents, the rulers of this world and that are in every country, they're not necessarily concerned about conservation. They're not necessarily concerned as far as regarding different cultures and, ethnic groups, different families, children from different, backgrounds throughout the whole world. They're not necessarily concerned about, getting along. It's more so what they can get from them to increase their wealth. So, we come here, just like my brother, Apocalypse influenced us to come here because, water is the basis of life. And one of the great masters of martial art, Bruce Lee, he studied, the elements. And he said out of all the elements, you should be water. And the original people, in this area, in this county, known as Mecklenburg County, this is home to the Tesla G and the Catawba. The Tesla G are also known as the Cherokee, which means, the principal people in their original language, what they refer to themselves as the Tesla G. But the original people here, they saw as far as, the Caucasian race from Europe coming to America. And they had stated that this is before, we were brought here. This is before they came here. They had stated that, the great white race, they referred to them as the great white race. They said that race would be given power over fire. And if you look at them as far as in how they get down, especially, with explosives and how they, got real busy as far as with busting up, the atoms and hydrogen and the nuclear power and nuclear fission. They get busy with it. And they master their craft. And then, the original people, they stated that the yellow race, the great yellow race, which, we refer to as the people over in Asia, the Chinese, they said that they were given power as far as over wind, which, high up in the Tibetan plateau where the Himalayas are at, that has some serious significant weight as far as with the influence as far as with weather, high up in that elevation. Then they had stated that the red race, the great red race, which refers to them, were given power over agriculture. And you got to look at as far as not only in this continent, which is now known as North America, but even the southern continent, which is known as South America, how they got busy with the slash and burn technique, and how you look at the Naztec lines as far as in South America, their great mind as far as when it comes to agriculture and understanding the wisdom and the power and how they taught and actually saved as far as the first colonists who came here to the United States of America through the growth of corn, potatoes, and other forms of agriculture. But they stated that the great black race would be given power over water. And water is the most powerful of all the elements. And